Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. Last time, we got onto the airship the sneaky way, and we got to witness the awesome opera. So, we're here on Setzer's ship. Can we convince him to help us out by giving us a lift to Vector? Let's talk to him, shall we? Phew! The Empire's made a rich man, or made me a rich man. Man, we gotta start the reading off good. Come on now.
Stop thinking of yourself. Many towns and villages have been smashed by the Empire, you stupid, selfish bastard.
The Empire's totally rotten. It's using magic to enslave the world. Oh my god, are you gonna let that happen? The Empire and my realm were allies until recently. And Gao has nothing to say about any of this. The Empire? Evil? What in tarnation are you talking about?
We all hate the Empire for the same reasons, that's why.
You know, you're even more stunning than Maria. Celis doesn't know what to say to that except for turn redder than a strawberry. Enough. If Celis becomes my wife, I'll help otherwise.
What? Are you stupid? Does she look like she likes you?
Fuck that. We're gonna just walk there, okay?
We haven't any choice.
Oh man, Celis is going along with it. Crazy. Yes! It's settled then. Setzer certainly sounds excited. Oh, but she has conditions. She has conditions, she does. What is she doing exactly?
We'll decide with a coin toss.
A coin toss? Really?
If it's heads, you'll help us. If it's tails, I'll go with you. Well, Mr. Gambler?
Oh, fine. I accept. Listen to yourself, Celis. You can't become his wife. You just can't. You're supposed to be my wife.
Ready?
Celis just doesn't get it. Anyway, it all comes down to this. A coin toss. Ding, ding, ding. And it's...
I win. Now honor your part of the bargain.
Apparently it was heads. And... how unusual. A coin with identical sides. You tricky little trickster, you.
I think you've been hustled, Mr. Gambler.
Ooh. Oh, how low can you get? I love it. Alright, I'll help you. Nothing to lose but my life. Yeah, that's all. Just your life, nothing else. My life is a chip in your pile. Ante up. Best that fool. Ante up. Sorry. Bringing out my 90s rap gangster self. Ante up, if y'all didn't know that song. But yeah, so now we're on the airship and he's going to give us a ride to Vector. This isn't the point in the game where we get free reign of the airship yet, which is kind of sad, but oh well. This unwieldy looking ship really moves. Could it crash? Oh yeah, let's test it out. Let me show you. When things fall, they fall. It's all a matter of fate. This ship's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Better land some distance away. Smart move. Right. I'll wait on the border in case of an emergency. So even though Setzer is technically a character you get on your team, at some point he hasn't joined quite yet. And I love this ominous little ship like scene where the airship is heading toward the Empire's continent. I love that they have the spotlights kind of looking around, just so you know that something ominous is on the horizon, and the continent slowly comes into view. Is that a castle? Is it a mountain? I don't know. It's hard to tell. It looks like a freaking monster rising from the bottom of the ocean. It's actually just the Empire's crazy-ass giant continent city, whatever. The whole continent isn't a city. I'm not trying to make it seem like more than this. And then all of a sudden, boom, we're on the world map next to the airship. And you can go back in the airship. But there's not much you can do there. You just talk to Setzer, I think. But otherwise, let's head into this town nearby. How convenient. This is the town of Albrook. And it's occupied by the Empire. No duh. Anyways, this town, not a whole lot of purpose other than being the first town on the Empire place that we're going to get to look at. Let's see. I'm just looking at something real quick. Okay, so item shops. There's not a whole lot of stuff here that we want right now. I'm just showing you what's there. There are shops here. pretty much your basics: item, armor, weapon, and I think a relic shop as well. Most of the people here are just going to complain about the Empire. Yeah, it's an occupied city. They're going to complain about the Empire. There's not a whole lot of new stuff you can learn here. They say there's something valuable to the east. The Empire built a base there, and no one may enter. So there's a base to the east. So I might want to check that out while I'm here. Got to bribe troopers, mess with the Empire. Yeah, so you don't have to fight any troopers here in town. Let's check out the cafe. Holy crap. Listen to that music. What the hell? Is this Back to the Future? This cafe is like a Imperial soldier's dormitory. Where they just sleep all over the place. Soldiers are nuts. Whoa. Floozies everywhere. Let's talk to a floozy. In any case, you're probably broke. Oh, how do you know, bitch? You don't know. If you're not of the Empire, go away. Racist. Racist. Racist to the rebels. Aha, whoopee. I'll make some whoopee right now. Yeah. Alright, so anyway, the cafe is interesting. It's got the Johnny B. Good sounding theme playing. And attached to here is the place where we get our obligatory elixir, clock elixir, and also the armor shop is attached. It's kind of, or not the armor shop, my bad, that's the relics. The relic shop, they are selling a few good items that we might want a piece of a couple of. Actually, we do want to buy 3 wall rings. Yes, if you'll notice, they cast reflect on yourself. We'll be using those in a bit, not in this episode, but in a later place that we'll be going to. You could also buy amulets if you want. They protect against the all-important zombie. In fact, I'm going to buy 1 just to have it, but I think we're only going to need 1, maybe a couple if you want to make everybody immune to zombie. But for now, I'm just going to buy 1. If I didn't have so much money from going to the Veld, I probably wouldn't be able to buy anything right now. But all that money I have is from going to the Veld, just so you know. Okay, so in here we got headbands, bard hat, mithril vest, ninja gear, white dress. Bunch of shit we already have gotten before. So basically, we're not buying anything. Bard's hats we could buy, but yeah, we don't need that. Anyway, we got 2 chests here, both empty. Completely pointless, I know. Sucks for us. We came too late for those chests. But yeah, the bard's hat, it raises up MP. So if you want somebody to have more MP than HP, by all means replace their green beret with a bard's hat. But otherwise, I stick with the green beret for HP. Emperor Gestal himself asked me to do this portrait. What if he doesn't like it? Huh, so we got a painter who painted a portrait for the Emperor. That's cool, I guess. I don't think there's anything else left in the armor shop here, so let's head back out. Or wait, is there something in this crate? No? Okay. I know there's a couple pots or crates that we could check out here. We find some good weapons and items in Zen and Miranda. Well, maybe we should check out Zen and Miranda, and we will in this episode. This is basically going to be an exploration episode where we kind of just check out the Empire and see what kind of towns and stuff and items you could buy here, and the towns have the kind of shit that the towns have to offer. Anyways, here in let's see, let's buy one of these forged swords just because I don't have one. Let's go ahead and grab a poison claw since we don't have one of those. Let's grab an epi since we don't have one of those. Blossom, we'll go ahead and buy one of those. Shoryukens, we already got 99 of those, and I don't have any of the other ninja scrolls, but I'm not going to worry about those right now. Let's see, is there anything else in this town? I swear there's something in the weapon shop. Did I forget? Yeah, I did. There's a pot in here. There we go. Has a tincture, so we got that. Scholar of Weapons. 1,000 years ago, during the War of the Magi, 2 so-called Atma weapons existed. One changed a person's power into a sword, and the other was a monster, bred for mass destruction. So that's a foreshadowing story about the Atma weapon. We'll get into that much, much later. For now, just know that there's a thing called Atma weapon in this game. And that's all you really need to know. Here's the inn if you need it. I don't need it right now, so I'm going to go ahead and head right back out. And last but not least, there's a potion. So that's all we're going to do here in Albrook. Not quite an amazing town. Few little things you can learn here, but otherwise occupied town with not a whole lot going on. So, back outside, look at the world map. It's kind of hard to see with on the ocean there. Okay, so if we look, there's to the east, there's like another continent kind of blocked. We're going to go east first, so I might as well just start heading that way. I don't want to walk through the desert. We're probably going to run into some new enemies. Yep, we got Ralph the dog, and we got some wyverns, or wyverns, however you like to pronounce them. I'm going to go with some anguiform in this one. Yeah, I'm going to head east to the fortress that the people in town are talking to. It's an Imperial fortress. I'll explain more about it when I get there. Oh, let's show you what capture does. I just switched around Locke's equipment a little bit. As for Celis, I haven't had many battles with Celis since I started equipping Espers, so she doesn't have any new spells that I want yet. Remember, I do have Ramu equipped to her, so she can learn Bolt and Bolt 2. Those should be popping up fairly quickly because both of those have really good multipliers on. Yeah, we're heading east toward the white dot you see on the eastern part of the map. I just don't want to walk through the desert because there's hard enemies through the desert, and I'd rather not fight them if I can help it. So here's the Imperial base. Here, there's not a whole lot going on. There's just a bunch of soldiers walking around. I'll show you if you talk to one, well, you get to fight them. They don't even say anything. They just start fighting you. These are commandos. We'll be fighting a lot of these in the next couple episodes because they're probably one of the most common enemies in the next dungeon, let alone in this area and the next town, and they're just all over the fucking place in this part of the game. So I mean, I'll tell you this much: they're not a completely useless battle though, because if you fight, if you steal from them, you can steal tents galore. Just steal tons and tons of tents. Their common steal is a tent. So if you really want to collect a lot of tents, just steal from them. Steal from them all fucking day. Oh, wow, if you fight one, you get chucked out of there? Okay, that part I didn't remember. First of all, wait, do I have any Esper? Oh, shit, Ramu wasn't equipped? I was wondering why I wasn't getting any magic points for those battles. Anyway, I'm gonna get that blind off of Gal right quick. Alright, so I'm gonna head back. Here's another new enemy called a Joker. Not much to say about them. They float around on an umbrella. They're kind of an interesting looking lot. Let's just stick to our tried and true fucking, Damn, I have so many damn things now. It's hard to pick one. Oh, where is it at? I'm trying to find the one I always used to use. Where is that? Pterodon. Jeez, that's all I was looking for. I mean, once we hit Flash, they're probably all going to die anyway, so it doesn't even really matter. Oh, except for one. One survived. You'll quickly notice that the enemies around here are a lot more tougher than the enemies we've been fighting along the way. And now I'm getting magic points, if you'll notice, when I win a battle. We're going to be cutting out a lot of battles in this episode because we're just going to fight whatever enemies we fight around this area. So expect some cuts here eventually. I am going to try and fight all the new enemies. I'm not sure which white dot on the map is our next destination, but I don't think it's the first white dot we're about to run into here up on the map, but we'll find out momentarily. Nope. Now this is actually the Empire's main city. This is Vector, which we'll be checking out next episode, but for now we're going to finish exploring the rest of this continent. Guess we got to go around the mountains. I'm going to head to this northern white dot on the map. Alright, after that last battle, Celis just learned bolts, so we're learning some new spells finally. That's good. Anyways, there's this town up here, and inside of the town we go, and this is the town of Zen. Zen Master Town. Okay, so this town is even more useless than Albrook. I mean, we could talk to some people while we're here. They just pretty much occupied exactly like Albrook was, though. Yeah. All we can really do here is check out the shops. This place, if you want to load up on items and you still haven't taken the time to do so, this is another place you can do that. I'm still not going to do that. I still have plenty of potions and whatnot for myself. We could check out the inn if we want. We could rest up. You know what? How much does it cost? $350? That's cheaper than a tent, so let's go ahead and do that. All the battles I've been fighting have wear and tear on my HP, and I'd rather not waste my potions or a tent right now. So I'll go ahead and use the inn while I'm here. Might as well. It's cheaper. I did get I did get some free tents from fighting commandos, but I only fought that one battle that you saw, and I don't think I got any from that battle. Anyways, a bunch of people wandering around here. There's, weapon, armor shops, but the only thing I'm really came to this town to buy was a boomerang, which is actually better than the full moon, which they also sell here. But as you can see, it's the only weapon I have equipped on lock right now, so let's go ahead and equip the boomerang since it's better. Fantastic. And actually, that's all I really came here to do. There's no items you can find that are secret, unless you came here to buy other things, meaning armor and stuff. There's not much else you can do here. So we're done here in Zen. Yeah, I'm sorry to say, but we're already done. We got one more town we got to check out though, and it's way the hell down there to the east on the or the west on the continent. But if you go in this forest right here, it's another secret chocobo stable, which is awesome because I don't want to fight hella battles on the way to the last town, because that's a long ass way. And once we take the chocobo there and get off, we're gonna have to walk our ass all the way back. So, you know, round trip, that's a lot of battling. But if we can avoid one way, fighting one way, then we won't have to deal with it going the other way. And I think, yeah, okay. I was wondering if maybe that was a blocked off route to get over here, but it's not. Follow the peninsula. Just follow over here as we listen to the awesome chocobo music. Head toward the white dot on the map. That's all I can really tell you to do. And we will reach this town right here. Get off the chocobo, head inside to the town of Miranda, which we've actually heard of before. It's the same town that the wounded soldier is from. FFVI, the wounded soldier we found in the town of Mobliz back on the Veld. This is the town he's from, so we might be able to find his lady love Lola around here somewhere. Yeah, this is probably the most fucked up of the 3 towns that are occupied by the soldiers. They got dog fights running in the middle of this shit. It's freaking insane, man. Freaking insane. What has this place become? Michael Vick is probably not far behind. Sorry, I made a bad joke there. Hopefully you got it. Anywho, this place actually sells some Mithril mail. I'm just gonna buy 1 because I'm only gonna equip 1 to Edgar. I like having the white dress on Celis because of magic boost, and my other 2 characters can't equip it, so it doesn't matter. What are you? What's good about you? My son is yeah, that sucks. Son is being forced to fight for the Empire. Let's see, is there any good weapons here? Mithril pike, trident. Let's go ahead and buy a trident. We'll be using that much later. We won't need it right now. We might equip it right now because we're not going to be using Edgar to do regular attacks like ever. And what the hell, man? Is this a rape going on over here? Rape! Rape! Say you want to get hitched? Oh. Doesn't look like any Aisha. Her name's Aisha? That's awesome. She doesn't look very Aisha to me. It looked like a rape was about to happen, and I thought I had to save a damsel in distress there for a second. What's up, blonde?
He sent that book. I'll read it every evening before bed.
Huh. This must be Lola, even though it doesn't say. She said something about a book. I mean, I don't see any books unless she's talking about a book on one of her shelves, but I don't know. Anyway, that is Lola, in case you wanted to know for sure. And otherwise, I believe we are done here in this episode. I know this wasn't that long of an episode, and now I have a long trek back to make it back to Vector, the big-ass town I walked by when I walked right by it going to Zen. But that is going to conclude this episode of Final Fantasy. Let's play Final Fantasy VI. And next time we'll head into Vector and infiltrate the Magitech facility. So for today, that's all, folks. Peace. So we got our first glimpse of the airship in this episode. Which airship from which Final Fantasy game is your favorite airship? I think mine is the Highwind from Final Fantasy VII, closely followed by the Ragnarok from Final Fantasy VIII. Go.